The most damaging testimony comes from Violante Ferrer, Constanza's old Christian neighbor. She recounts the ritual she observed at the naming ceremony.
I've heard that her sons were baptized the Judaic way. What I can tell you is that Constanza's mother prayed while standing and turned towards the wall like the Jews, in the presence of everyone, and Constanza didn't say anything.
October 19th, 1484. The Inquisition issues a citation compelling Constanza de Perpignan to appear. She cannot be located. But Constanza is spotted by a familiar, one of the Inquisition's network of informers, in Zaragoza's Church of San Anton. From the testimony of Juan de Herrera.
I saw Constanza de Perpignan the day before the citation, inside the Church of San Anton. I was sent by the bailiff of the Holy Inquisition to see if she was there. And when I saw her, I ran to tell the bailiff. I told him, and we ran together to the Church of San Anton. And the bailiff looked for her everywhere, but we did not find her. Later, I heard that she had hidden in the sacristy of the church, and then I heard that the accused had escaped, for fear of the Inquisition.
Constanza and her daughters escaped the Inquisition, leaving the men in her family behind. Others will be less fortunate. The people of Zaragoza gather to witness the Inquisition's most important ritual, the auto de fe, the act of faith ceremony. Many of the condemned are prominent conversos who only weeks earlier ran the city government. For Sinfa and her daughter, it will be the most tragic day of their lives. Now, Zaragoza will witness its first public display of the awesome power of the Inquisition. The Act of Faith ceremony, designed to strike the fear of God into all who witness it. The Inquisitors sentenced the convicted heretics one by one. Now they wear the San Benitos, the cloak of shame, and the tall conical caps called corazas.
No debe hacer nada más, remitimos y cedemos al acusado, al brazo secular para que le den la justicia que se merece.
Some will be exiled. Some are sent to serve as galley slaves. Some get life imprisonment. But those who wear the black San Benitos are condemned to death. The Inquisition operates on a spiritual plane. It turns the condemned over to the state for execution. Families and friends are forced to watch their loved ones being incinerated before their eyes. But to some, the downfall of the conversos is cause to celebrate. One witness recorded.
Now that the fire has been lighted, it will burn to the last stick. Burn until every Judaizer is dead, and there remains no one over the age of 20 who is touched by that leprosy.
Constanza de Perpignan will burn today in effigy. The consequences for her eldest son Pedro and her husband Manuel de Almazan are the same as if Constanza herself had been burnt. The Inquisition will confiscate all the worldly goods of the families of the condemned. The royal treasury will take its cut of the spoils. Jacob Abankuka is convicted of heresy for his secret Jewish wedding.
serán...
The black San Benito Jacob wears is the sign that he is beyond hope.
En la cámara del tesoro del rey, para que éste pueda disponer de ellas como merezca, como si fuesen suyas.
In its first 5 years, thousands of people are purified in the fires of the Inquisition. According to one Spanish historian, within a century, the Inquisition will touch the lives of more than 15% of the population of Spain.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Shema Yisrael.
The auto de fe was an act of penance. Literally, it means an act of faith. And it was a foretaste of hell. It was a visible foretaste of the fact that their souls would be condemned forever. Again, it was a cautionary kind of thing.
Ego te bautizo, Juana. In nomine Pater.
Sinfa converts to Christianity. At least she goes through the motions. Her daughter is also baptized.
Ego te bautizo, María. In nomine Pater, et Filii, Spiritus Sancto.
But when they get home, Sinfa washes the church's holy water from her daughter's head to remove all traces of the baptism. She continues to live as a Jew for the next 2 years. Then she is denounced and thrown again into the cells of the Inquisition. This time there is no reprieve. Sinfa Casavi is condemned. She remains defiant to the very end. From the transcript of Sinfa Casavi.
You are the ones who are lost and cheated, and us, the fortunate one, let the angels of Moses guard me. And don't call me Juana. That is not my name. My name is Sinfa.
The power elite of Aragon are predominantly conversos, and they grow desperate. They include the renowned jurist Jaime de Montesa, the Chief Justice of Zaragoza, Francisco de Santa Fe, son of the firebrand priest Hieronymo de Santa Fe, Manuel de Almazan, father of Pedro de Almazan and husband of the condemned Constanza, all treasurers, financiers, even knights. The conversos send an appeal to the king, protesting that this is a kingdom of Christians, that there are no heretics in the realm, and that heretics in any case should be approached with warnings and persuasion, not force.
If there are so few heretics, as is now asserted, there should not be such dread of the Inquisition. It is not to be impeded. Be assured that no cause or interest, however great, shall be allowed to interfere with its proceedings.
February 1485. Ferdinand responds with an order to all his officials in Aragon, asking them to raise arms and help the inquisitors. The conversos try everything to stop the Inquisition. Legal arguments, appeals to Rome, petitions to the Catholic monarchs, but nothing works. The Inquisition's net is fast closing on the high and mighty. Even Jaime de Montesa, the Chief Justice of Zaragoza, will find no protection under the law. He is denounced by a nocturnal visitor, from the testimony of Garcia de Jales.
I went there at night many times. I was having an affair with the maid. Sometimes we talked and made love in the lower level of the